So with Arrigo at second, Kenny lines one over the head of Kovac and into right center field. They're going to wave home Arrigo. He scores easily. It's an RBI single for Matthew Kenny, and it's 3-2 crush.
For Rochester is tops in the league.
Another breaking ball gets some swinging. No chance for Nick Palma, 2 away. A couple of fly balls to center. One of them did go for a sac fly. Line drive over the head of Martin into right center. That's going to go all the way to the wall. Gabriel can run for days. He's around second, going for third. He's going to make it easily, held up right there with a stand-up triple. Top of the ninth inning here, the Saltcats lead the Richmond 2-1, and Jake, a big-time 3-out set here for the Richmond, trying to hold on to third place in the East.
Yeah, you really need a comeback here. It's only a one-run comeback necessary to push this at least into the 10th inning. But we'll see if it's Addison Tweed who's the one to do it. He walked earlier, struck out after that, and reached on an error. We'll see if he gets his first hit of the day, though.
It's going to be 5, 6, and 7. Addison Tweed, Maddox Henderson, and Ed Hall. Martin back out there for the Saltcats, been outstanding in relief of Derek Hotzler.
There's a good chance that Ed Hall has a big-time at-bat.
First pitch to Tweet, a breaking ball in there.
In his first fielding start at the basket.
Just one walk for Martin. He's been very good. As Tweet did he go, he did not. 1-1.
Good hold off there by Tweet. That ball dropped out of it almost at around maybe a foot or two before the plate.
Well, if you read that swing there from Tweet, you go fastballs in, breaking balls away. Breaking ball away and a strike. So a 1-2 count here for Addison Tweet, taking a deep breath. Here comes Martin working quickly. Breaking ball fouled off, emergency swing. Ed Hall had a duck out of the way of that one. He looked shook over there at first in the dugout.
That was right off the blue roof of the dugout, but not on the top of it, on the side of it.
Hall still looking around. He's kind of in disbelief here.
And Hall's a tall guy, so standing on the brown turf right next to the dugout, his head was not too far from the top.
Sweet takes the ball. Eli Stedman kind of lurking there. See if he's an option to pinch hit. The best RBI man for the Richmond did not start today. The 2-2 to Addison Tweet. Fastball inside, and the count goes full.
And this would be a huge walk from Christopher Martin. Getting the lead man onto the base path for a Maddox Henderson, who's one of the best.
Payoff pitch. Popped up. First base side. Gonzalez and Chesney. Who's going to make the catch? Nobody is! It's just out of the reach of Robert Chesney. And that could be a potentially big mistake there for the Saltcats.
Oh, I know what he's looking for. He's still looking up at it. He's looking for lights. He couldn't see it.
Could not see that ball as Addison Tweet gets new life here. Cam Whitty has his gear on in the dugout, so Stedman might be coming in to pinch hit for Henderson, who's on deck. But first, another 3-2 offering to Tweet. Here comes Martin. Swing and a foul tip. Chesney couldn't hang on to it. As Chesney had 2 chances to end this at bat, didn't convert on either of them. And a third life for Tweet.
Yeah, it looks like Chesney wants Tweet to get on right now. And now Tweet's got to take a second here to readjust himself.
He can barely believe what's happening.
Yeah.
So we'll do the 3-2 again. Here comes Martin. Grounded foul. And we'll do it all over again. Competitive at bat here for Addison Tweet. He's hung in there. Trying to take advantage of the couple gifts he's been given.
And after all this, I don't know how Chris Martin would be able to respond after a walk is dealt here.
Payoff pitch. Popped up. Out of play. Tweet frustrated with himself. Right behind us. That ball was in the air for a minute.
Yeah, it was. Probably had almost about as much hang time as the ball for the catcher Chesney had.
Another 3-2. Foul back.
This is unbelievable.
11.
About to be the 12th pitch of this at-bat. coming to Addison Tweet. Martin said shorter innings in this entire at-bat. Tweet battling.
You got to give it up for Tweet for battling. I mean, he should have been retired almost 5 pitches ago.
Another 3-2. Popped up. Out of play again. It's going to be lucky number 13 coming up.
He walked into this inning with less than 60 pitches.
Came into this inning with under 60 pitches, now up towards 70. As that foul ball landed just to the left of Addison Tweet's father. Now Tweet getting into it with the home plate umpire. He's getting into it with Chesney. And Taylor Hargrove telling his second baseman today, settle down. I don't know what's going on here. Is Chesney and Tweet having a bit of an unpleasant conversation here. Saw somebody get thrown out yesterday. Haven't seen a brawl just yet.
You're all good. Come on, let's go. Come on, let's go.
Now he's talking to the umpire. Well, Tweet's got to keep his composure here. He's got a big 3-2 pitch to worry about. The 13th of the at-bat coming up. As Martin from the windup.
3-2 on the way.
Popped it up. It's going to be 14. Boy, whatever the outcome here, this at-bat by Addison Tweet, just outstanding.
This is unbelievable.
13 pitch at bat to start off an inning.
Been mostly fastballs here. See what Martin comes with. Breaking ball on the inside corner. Got him looking. And Tweet and his family having a conversation with Martin here. Looked inside there, and Chesney now talking to Henderson.
Now batting number 18, Maddox Henderson.
Boy, tempers flaring here in the 9th inning.
Yeah, not sure. Still not sure what everyone was talking
What
about.
this is about.
So Henderson is going to hit. And he flies one to shallow right field. Is that going to dunk? Yes, it will. It's a fair ball. Henderson going for second. He's going to make it. It's a 1-out double for Maddox Henderson, and the tying run 180 feet away for Ed Hall.
And how about that after almost 20 pitches in an at-bat? Maddox Henderson, it only takes one for him to get a double on the day. What a job from the catcher.
Now batting number 4, Ed
Now they're bringing in
Hall.
Corey Miller to pinch run for
Miller's pinch running for
Henderson.
Henderson.
They are going to bring in Corey Miller to pinch run.
Number 1, Corey Miller.
And it's not going to be Hall, it's going to be Stedman. So Stedman out to pinch hit for Ed Hall.
Coming in to pinch hit number 6, Eli Stedman.
Stedman, the only Ridgeman batter with a home run this year. One right here would win it. The leading RBI man for this Rochester team. Corey Miller, all the speed in the world at second base.
Yeah, big-time moment for Stedman. It's his first at-bat of the day. You bring him in down by 1 in the bottom of the 9th. We'll see what kind of guts this kid has.
Martin all of a sudden finds himself in trouble. Here's the pitch, fouled off. Miller a threat to go. So it's going to be 0-1 here to Stedman. Martin takes a deep breath. Here he comes. On the outside corner, and Stedman is not a fan of that one. The second call in about 5 pitches right on that corner. Arm side for Martin that the Ridgemen don't agree with. So 0-2 now on Stedman. Garrett Calm waits on deck. See if they do let him hit. Braden Petty on the bench, a possible pinch hitting option. As is Cam Whitty, who's got to come in to catch anyway. The 0-2 pitch. Foul back. So quite the moment here for Eli Stedman, but on the bench all day. Now called into action.
He's seen rain, and now he's seen shine.
And he sees the tying run right in front of him at second base. Miller dancing off second. Here comes Martin, the 0-2 swing and a miss in the dirt. Stedman running to first. Catcher can't find it. Chesney now he's got it. The throw to first is not in time. Eli Stedman showing guts. He hustles that one out. First and second. Tying run on second. Winning run on first base.
Now batting number 20, Garrett Hall.
That's going to bring a mound visit for the Saltcats pitching coaches. Martin seems like he might have been flustered by that Tweet at bat.
Yeah, Martin was a little bit frustrated after that long at bat with Addison Tweet, but then that job by the catcher for Syracuse not being able to make that play to retire Stedman really got in his head there.
So Tweet might have struck out, but he might have also gotten into the head of Christopher Martin, and Garrett Calm trying to be the beneficiary of it.
Yeah, and how about it for Calm? Get your first hit of the day, possibly walk this one off. We'll see if Stedman has the speed from first in a long fly ball.
Plenty of speed on the bases. Miller at second. Eli Stedman over at first. Martin trying to pick up the win here. Infielders pinched up the middle looking for the double play. Right side wide open. First pitch to Calm. Breaking ball in there.
I like that take from Calm. He only one out here, but if you're just swinging a bad pitch and waste your at-bat, definitely a chance to turn two.
Calm trying to be the hero. The 0-1. Grounded up the middle. Jones flips to second for one. On to first. It's a double play. 6-4-3. Jones started it. Martin turned it. And Gonzalez finished it off as there's some talking to end the game. And the Saltcats win it 2-1 to move into a tie with the Ridgemen in third place in the Eastern Division. We welcome you back courtside here inside the JMA Dome. Francesco Simone alongside Carter Bainbridge. Syracuse leads Southern New Hampshire 52-35, a little under 12 minutes to go in the second half. And Carter, a big lead for the Orange, yes, but you're playing a Division II opponent, one that was 13-11 last year, still making some mistakes.
Syracuse with 11 turnovers so far in this game. Southern New Hampshire with 12, but the Orange leading the Penmen by 17. Turnovers are something that SU needed to correct after the IUP game. The Orange had 13 against the Crimson Hawks in the first exhibition. But for SU, it's been more of the same today. Not sure if that's really a product of playing a lot of new guys together, a lot of them being freshmen in the class of 22, or just a couple line changes and guys unfamiliar with each other playing sporadic minutes. But whatever the case may be, SU is throwing the ball around inside the paint and has struggled offensively in this second half. Just 1 for 5 from deep its last 5 tries, and went on a pretty decent scoring drought at the beginning of the second half as well.
Yeah, went about 4 or 5 minutes without making a field goal, Syracuse did in the second half. Another thing, a little bit of a point of concern, Southern New Hampshire out-rebounding the Orange right now, 34-33. SNHU's tallest player is 6'7", and Syracuse has a couple of guys who are 6'11".
Speaking of 6'11", Jesse Edwards not on the court right now with 4 fouls.
Taylor, Torrance, Hema, Brown, and Copeland, the 5 on the court for SU, as Taylor gets it into Torrance. From right to left, the Orange go. Torrance guarded by Kamba. Dribbles on the far wing. Pass to Taylor, top of the key. Back to Torrance in the far corner. Now back up top, it goes for Taylor. To Copeland near wing. Copeland drives right-handed inside the three-point line. Kick out Torrance, far wing, thinks about a 3, doesn't take it. Back up top for Copeland. Now to Torrance, top of the key, 3 on the way. Too strong, rebound grab by Copeland. He puts the layup up and in. There's that rebounding SU needs. It's a 6'6 freshman, 54-35 Syracuse, 11-10 to go in the second half. As McAdams drives baseline, gets it to Aquosa, but it goes off of Aquosa's hands and out of bounds on the right baseline.
If Southern New Hampshire gets any closer into this game, it'll be on the back of Ethan Aquosa. We talked a lot about Matt Becht, his scoring prowess, the junior guard, but Aquosa, the sophomore, has been up to the task today, leading the Penmen in points right now with 10, 4 of 10 from the field.
Back in there. Here's Copeland driving right-handed into the lane. Gets it out to Taylor in the far corner. Tries a contested 3, and he swishes it. Justin Taylor with a hand in his face. Oh, that shot is Taylor made. And it's 57-35 SU, 10:45 to go in the second half, and a foul on the other end of the court. That's Symir Torrance called for a block as Kamba driving to the basket. So Kamba goes to the line for a couple. But Carter, what a shot that was by Taylor. That's what he was advertised as.
Silky smooth from the far corner, and like you said, a contested try as well with a hand up above his head.
Kamba's first free throw goes, so 57-36 our score. Now 10:47 reading in the second half.
And Taylor, one of the names we talked about battling for that small forward position. Well, if you can shoot from deep like that, it's not going to be a very difficult battle to win.
Absolutely, as Taylor's now got 5 points. Kamba's second free throw on the way goes. So 57-37, SU up by 20. Simir Torrance still running the show for Syracuse. Across the timeline from right to left, guarded by Kamba on the Block S logo. Gets a screen left from Hema, doesn't use it. Pass to Taylor, top of the key. He tries a deep one, off to the right. Rebound fought for, and a loose ball foul called on the Penman. Manir Hema skied for that board, got a couple of hands on it, couldn't control. As Jordan Breathwaite called for the foul on the SU center. So a baseline out of bounds for the Orange. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Copeland inbound. On the left baseline, gets it to Brown. A handoff to Copeland. He drives inside, a spin move on the left block. Layup attempt no good. Rebound by Hema, but a foul called. Hema pushed off, working on Lehman. He put it up and in, but to no avail, as that's number 3 on the SU backup center.